My crazy hair. That's what happens when you're getting ready to move and you want to film a pregnancy update. You look like you got crazy hair. Hi, my name is Allie and welcome to my 30-week pregnancy update. So, first of all, I'm out of breath. I'm very sorry. I'll probably be out of breath this entire video. But before I start this update, I wanted to apologize. I know my last update, I believe, is when we announced that I was pregnant with baby number 6, and I believe I was 20 weeks pregnant, so it's kind of been like 10 weeks since I've done an update. And so there's a reason for that, because my intentions was to do it either bi-weekly or monthly up until baby was born. But we had some life things happen and some changes and exciting news, and pregnancy updates kind of went on the back burner. So I'm sorry that I didn't have updates this whole time, but I'm hoping, Lord willing, to have a bit more and share the exciting news we have to share. But before I share any of that, I'm going to get into stats on baby, on mommy, and how this pregnancy has been so far. So I have some notes here on my phone just so that I don't forget, because I'm pregnant and I have 5 other children also, and I forget things a lot. So I believe, let's go. Let's see, I think we'll start with stats on baby. So they say baby is a little over 16 inches at this point, which makes a lot of sense because I'm feeling very cramped and very big. And they also say baby is usually about 3.5 pounds, which is exciting. Baby's getting bigger each and every day, and I can definitely feel that. And it's also exciting, they said baby I think is around the size of a winter squash, which... we're going into summer, so it's not like I can hold up a winter squash and show it to you, but you can pretend there's a winter squash right here. And it's exciting just thinking of how big baby is getting. I'm definitely feeling it. And there's so many different things baby's starting to do. They say that baby is starting to breathe, I think, 30 to 40% of the day now, and practicing with those lungs, and also starting to shed the I never can pronounce it. It's the like hair they have on their skin before they're born, and they start shedding it. My babies have never been born with it. Babies who come early, a lot of times will still have some, but my babies all cook past their due dates. And so I've actually never had a baby born with some of the nougat, or I don't know. You can look it up. But my babies are usually never born with that. They've usually shed it all and they're ready to go when they come out. They like to cook a long time. But right now that's starting to shed in baby, which means we're getting closer to when baby will arrive. Other things on baby, let's see. I have slowly gathered up here and there things we need. So I have a little like co-sleeper bassinet to go by the side of our bed. I have like baby special blanket, and I have things that I've kept from my other kids to use for this baby. We've gotten some clothes, some adorable hats, and different things. But one thing, which, sorry, it might be kind of a bummer, but we are probably not going to be sharing the gender or the name until baby is born. It's a long story. With all of our other kids, we've always shared it basically as soon as we knew, or just a little after. We've always shared the name right away. So yes, with all of our kids, we've always shared right away. We've did really fun, crazy gender reveals. I even have one of them on my channel here that was kind of a gender reveal fail, but still worked. But this time around, it's just been different. We've had several family members move away, so it's not as easy to get everyone together. And it came up to it, and we just didn't have any ideas of what we wanted to do. And then some things changed, and some exciting news that I'll explain later happened, and basically we just kept not doing it. And so I'm now 30 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I still haven't announced it. And I was like, I feel like we might as well just wait until the baby is born and then share the name and the gender and everything. And so we might end up doing that even with family, but for sure on my channel I won't be sharing until baby is born. So that will be a fun little surprise to share when baby is born. Now moving on to stats on mommy. My belly, I do not know how big it is around. I know it is big, and it is growing very big and larger every day. I know with my first, I think I used to measure how big it was getting. And then with my 4th, I think, when my son August, when I started doing pregnancy updates, I used to do that in my video, and I would measure. I don't do it anymore. So my belly is big, it is growing. I have no clue how big it is. But I know my weight gain, I think, has been, around 24, 25 pounds, I think. I don't keep a ton of track on it. They weigh me at my doctor's appointments, and if I think of it, I'll randomly will hop on the scale and go, oh, okay, I've gained some weight. But I think so far I've gained 24 to 25 pounds, which isn't too bad. That's actually on my lower end, because usually with all of my pregnancies except my last one and this one, I have gained easily like the 38, 40 pounds plus. And so this time, my daughter, my last pregnancy, I think I gained not 28 pounds, maybe it was like 32 or something. I gained a lot less than I normally do. And then this time around, I am already over 30 weeks pregnant, and I've gained like 24, 25 pounds. So I'm still staying on the lower end. That does not mean at all that when summer comes and I eat too much ice cream that I will gain more weight. I will probably gain more weight. But for now, I feel like it's a decent weight gain, which I'm happy with. And let's see. Okay, I have other things to update you on. Besides that, movement-wise, I've been feeling baby a lot more. I know I mentioned, I think in my last update, and this whole pregnancy has been very different for me because I have an interior placenta. And this is the first time I've ever had one. There was one other time I wondered, I think it was with my last pregnancy because I didn't feel movement right away, but I think it was just the position of the baby. But this time, I was always telling my midwives, that I was like, I feel like I can feel the movement, like that baby has moved, but I'm not feeling any kicks. And if I feel anything, it's on my sides. And she's like, that sounds a lot like when women describe how it feels when they have an interior placenta. And sure enough, I went in for my 20-week ultrasound. He's like, yep, you've got an interior placenta. And so definitely movement took a lot longer, which is weird for me because I'm used to feeling my babies at like 11 or 12 weeks, sometimes a tiny bit earlier. I'm very used to it. And so I'm thankful that it was my 6th baby that I didn't feel it right away versus like my first, because I feel like that would have freaked me out a lot more. But because this is my 6th baby and I could tell there was movement and I knew I was getting bigger and baby was growing healthy, but I just couldn't feel the distinct kicks that I'm used to, I had a lot more peace of mind this time around, which I'm very thankful it was my 6th pregnancy and not my first. Besides movements, I can definitely tell baby's getting bigger. I'm very out of breath, you can tell by this video, because baby is still quite nice and high up, although I feel like belly-wise my belly feels lower, and I'll do a belly shot at the end, but basically I feel like baby's lower, but I'm still big, and so I still can't breathe well up here until like baby drops down. And so that's definitely hard. We have 4 flights of stairs basically from our upstairs to our laundry room, and that's not fun to do laundry when you're huge and pregnant and there's that many flights of stairs. But thankful we at least have a washer and dryer and I can do laundry at home, but those stairs sometimes I feel like are out to get me. Other things, let's see, I definitely have been getting a lot of Braxton Hicks. I usually get those earlier on anyways, and I can definitely tell my body is used to what it's doing, and so I've been getting a lot of Braxton Hicks, sometimes more like stronger ones, and you can definitely just tell baby is getting in good position and getting settled. Besides Braxton Hicks, which I'm not worried by them, I'm used to how they feel, and I've had a lot of them before, so they're very familiar feeling, and I feel like the more kids I've had, the more the Braxton Hicks are kind of like, hello, and they pop up and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember those. And lastly, good old heartburn has showed up and reared its ugly head like it likes to do in all my pregnancies. It's funny because with my first pregnancy, I had just a tiny bit of heartburn at the very end, and he had just a little bit of hair. He wasn't bald, but he had just a little bit of hair. And they say that one of the actual old wives' tales that is actually proven and true is that when you have a lot of heartburn, you have a lot of hair on your baby. And it's something to do with the same hormone that produces hair growth, has something to do with heartburn. I can't remember, you'd have to look it up. But basically, it has been true every single time. The more heartburn I get, the more hair my kids have. And some pregnancies have had it worse than others. And this time I had it a little bit off and on. I was like, oh, maybe it won't be too bad. And then probably in the last week or two, it has hit hard. And like, usually I'm the kind of person where if I just take like a Tums at night and I watch what I eat and I don't lay down right away, I'm usually good. But it gets to the point where I'm waking up in the middle of the night because of the heartburn burning so bad and taking Tums, and during the day being like, I need emergency ones just in case. And I always take the safe amount. I always take way under what they even say you can take when you're pregnant. But it's come back with a vengeance. And so hopefully this baby will have a lot of cute hair, but that is probably one of my not so fun symptoms that has come along with things like back pain and stuff like that. But thankful for all the symptoms because I know baby is growing bigger and stronger each day, and we're excited to meet this little baby and excited for everything happening. And I think now I'm going to move on to our announcement, surprise, life change, I guess. And so let's move to that. So basically, the reason I had no updates from 20 weeks pregnant to 30 and was kind of silent is because a lot of things have changed, and me and my husband and our 5 kiddos, soon to be 6, are moving to a different state. This has been a long time of a lot of prayer and really seeking the Lord and where He has us to be, and a lot of looking at different things. We've talked about this for years, and originally the plan was to move after baby's born in the new year. But some things changed, some work stuff changed, and it ended up working out that we are going to be moving at the end of June. So this month, it's June 1st as I'm filming this, and we will be moving at the end of this month. So because of that and all of these changes, my focus has kind of shifted very quickly to get things I need for baby, get homeschool stuff in order for the new school year, and then pack it all up because we are moving before baby comes. And so I will probably be about 33 to 34 weeks when we move. I'm very thankful I have found good doctor midwives that I'm excited to meet in the state we're moving to. And so once we're there, I have to get in right away because I will basically be going weekly at that point. And so it's kind of crazy, but also exciting. Our kids are super excited. We are moving and going to have a house actually and a yard, which they're so excited about. They've always wanted a yard. And yeah, so a lot of exciting things are happening. We're very sad because we're going to be leaving a lot of family, but also thankful that both my mom and my husband's mom are coming to help us before the baby's born and be there when baby comes. So we're excited about that. But that's kind of why updates, everything just stopped. I've updated a little bit on my Instagram, which I'll put my name right here. I usually update there way more than I do here on YouTube just because it's easier. So I've tried to update a little bit more on there. And so if you're wanting to see more baby updates and like moving updates, if you go follow me on Instagram, you'll probably be able to see a lot more up-to-date stuff because my videos kind of lag behind. Like this past time was 10 weeks, but hopefully it won't be that far. But I'm hoping to be able to film a couple different videos. So I have a couple of videos I'm very excited to make and hopefully get out before baby comes, and kind of involving the whole moving process. I have some stuff I've been putting together to make a video about how me and my whole family are moving in a U-Haul trailer, not a vehicle, but the trailer. And also about decluttering, getting ready for baby while moving, and hopefully I'll have a few more pregnancy updates and we're revealing some stuff about the birth and everything. And so we're very excited for some of the upcoming videos and just excited to be able to finally share this with you all that we are moving. I'm not sure when we will share, but for now it is secret where we're moving, but it'll be a surprise, but you'll find out soon because we are moving this month. So we're very excited for what God has in store for us, and we're just getting in that process of selling furniture, packing everything up. It's very strange because I feel like half of me is going into like nesting mode, but I can't because we're moving. So I feel like the cleaning for moving is kind of helping with that wanting to nest, so I'm able to at least clean our house and get it really clean for when we move. But then I'm also slightly worried because we're going to move to a new house, and then I'm going to I feel like go in major nesting mode and just like go crazy in the house. So hopefully I won't wear myself out, but we are very excited for this journey that God is bringing us on, and we are excited to bring you along with us. And so this is my kind of short but all over the place 30-week pregnancy update and surprise we're moving update, and I hope to be making more and having them out soon for you to see. So I'm going to do a quick bump shot and that will be all. Here is the 30-week bump. Good old belly button that loves to stick out. This is my 30-week and 2-day bump with baby number 6. So of course, in good old I'm 30 weeks pregnant and I have pregnancy brain, I forgot to mention that I also had my glucose test at I believe 28 weeks and I passed it, which I'm very thankful. I've had to do the 3-hour test once and I passed last time, as they say, it was a skimmer, so I barely passed. So I was very thankful this time. I passed, everything looked good. My iron is on the lower end, which is not a surprise. Other than my first pregnancy, I've struggled with my iron with all my other pregnancies, and I've had iron infusions the past 2. So I'm hoping, Lord willing, be able to get it up as best as I can, but we will draw my blood next appointment and see how it is. But for now, it's on the lower end, but it's not too bad right now. So I, of course, forgot to put those in my updates. I wanted to add these in before I go and edit my video and realize I forgot that. So there's more of my update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.